Yes, 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 yes. Mm. Is it in a presentation mode, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Namaste and thank you to everyone. And I am Prashant from Banaras Hindu University. I am doing a research in the anxiety depression, focusing on music therapy, yoga, and Ayurveda. So that for today's presentation, my topic is about Nada Yoga and Agni Chikitsa, a way of inner healing. This is the good type of thing that I would like to do. Hmm. So my topic is about the Nada Yoga, Agni, and environment, and how all these things are connected to each other. I will try to just explain in a few words in a very short of time. The Agni, because in our Indian tradition, there is a culture to connect our inner energy to the cosmic energy. We are whatever feel, this is also in our environment, in our cosmos. That's why our inner Agni, the digestive fire in Ayurveda, this is very directly related to the beginning of this sun. Similarly, the root cause of diseases, even in the physical diseases, mental diseases, and anything else, we can just enjoy it. We can feel it in our literature, in our society. We can feel it in our education. All these things. In here, in this slide, we can see there are some photos with connecting as a home, yajna or havana. They are putting some herbal drug so that the good kinds of air can be propagated in the society so that we can easily fed up the quality of the practice or sadhana for the spiritual health, for the mental health. This is the connection of Agni. And if, always when a yoga practitioner tries to practice all these things, there is continuously evolving the picture. It is the Agni element in the body. This is the root cause from where we can hear the Nad. Nad means the inner sound, the sound which can be easily grasped. We can also remember the sound, of our parents, of our teachers. We can easily call it. Easily, we can easily. This is the Nad. Nad means the inner sound. We can not live without the sound. Our sound of flow of blood, our sound of thoughts. Similarly, so that I can try to just says what Yoga Shastra, what Yoga scriptures says about Agni. It is a natasya rogo na jara mrityu praptasya yogagni mayam dhiram. What is this Yogagni? It is something like this. Prithvi, Tejo, Anila. There is a, all three elements. That is earth element, Prithvi Tattva, and Jala Tattva, water, and Akash Tattva, and all these things are Tejo, the Agni. All five elements are basically resides in the body. They are just completely making the whole consciousness of the life. This is the Prathivyo Tejo Anilo Samutrate. We are easily connecting with our future. We are easily connecting with the past just because of the five elements which are residing in our body. We can blink our eyes, we can open our eyes, we can open our mouth just because of the five elements. The base of all of them is Agni. Without having Agni, we can rub our hands. There is Agni. We can rub our fingers. This is Agni. The base of flowing the blood in the body is the Agni. So that the yoga practitioner always tries to enhance the level of Agni so that awareness about the environment, about the conservation of environment. There's a need of awareness. Awareness comes from Agni. Another shastra, the music, the Sangeeta, there is a definition of Nad, means the sound. Prana and Agni, when both combines, we have a prana so that we can live. Without having the prana, we will become dead. So, prana and Agni, when combines, this is a base of sound. We are listening, we are saying, we are just remembering the thoughts. It is also a sound, very subtle sound in our mind. That's why Nakarha Pran Ityahur Anula Mataha Nadasya Dvipado Artham Samichino Mayoditaha. This is the Matanga Muni about the 300 BC. Maharshi Matanga Muni already explained the concept of genesis of Nad in the form of Nakar and Dakar. Nakar means Pran. He symbolized with the Nakar is the Pran and Dakar is Agni. Agni is the base of our sound. We are just listening and sound, and all we are just seeing the poems. Even the poets, even the musicians, even the engineers, are everyone has thoughts. Thoughts have voice, subtle voices. They makes our concentration good for doing well for our spiritual health, mental health, physical health, economic health, and social health also. This is the base. We can easily feel it. And now, this is the term in the Ayurveda. This is the general medicine as per the modern language. We can say Kaya means Agni. We are just treating Agni so that all the diseases will remove, easily vanish. The main cause of disease is Agni, the disturbing Agni. We are feeding the food, but it is not digest. We are taking the thought, but it is not digest. That's because the lower uh, level of Agni. We need to raise it. That's why the Ayurveda always suggests to make the Agni as the most absorbing. We take the water, we drink water, 1 glass or 2 glass in the morning until it is absorbed. The Agni is not going up. Our thoughts cannot be cleared. We can easily fed up with the constipation. We can easily fed up with the obesity, hypertension, diabetes. This is the base for the long time, even for the weeks, months, and years, Agni has down. That's why we feel some problems. That's why Ayurveda suggests dietary regulations based on Agni. They have suggest the seasonal variations on the basis of Agni. We need to learn it. This is the Kaya Chikitsa. This is the Chikitsa. This is the treatment of Kaya. That is Agni. Kaya means body. Kaya means Agni. Both. We are treating the Agni, we are treating the body, both at the same time. This is the base of Ayurveda, just to increase the awareness. Now come to the main, save the environment. We need to save the environment for uh, just to raise the awareness. We need to raise the awareness. It is to develop the higher quality of mind. An individual always needs to raise the awareness because when the our pitch, the digestive element has to be increased more and more and more. It needs to element for the stage of meditation. What is meditation? Meditation means not just to close the eyes. It also means to the developing the awareness, developing the consciousness towards those elements, so that we can feel so that we can feel the all these aspects in our eating, we are walking, we are writing, we are listening, whatever we can do. This is the part of meditation. We need to flow the prana, we need to flow the energy so that our energy level, our level of prana can be increased. Or when you see the mountains, when you see the rivers, when you see the ocean, when you see the sea, all are the natural identities. When we see our mind just easily fill up with happiness. Why? Because the direct prana came from the nature. This receiver of prana in the body is the element of Agni, Agni Tattva. Agni Tattva, we can easily listen up with the Nad. Nad means sound. It may be of flute, it may be of drum, it may be of mridangam, it may be of tabla, it may be of tabla, anything sound. This is a Nad. The genesis of problem and solution of problem is resides in the Nad. That's why we practice this Nad Yoga as a meditation. The flow of energy can be identified with the help of identifying the way of concentration. We can concentrate on a very positive energy. On the other hand, uh, we can also focus on the negative. The way we choose, we will become. This is the so, uh, this is the way suggested by Rishi. The Indian sages always. If it is in the wrong direction, it means the practice of the meditation, practice of awareness. Awareness toward what? Our goal. It may be the environment, it may be the education, it may be the anything in the life. But the base is Nad. Nad comes from Agni. The problem and distraction was easily removed when we listen the nad, the inner sound of positivity with a higher awareness. If we meditate every second, every time of the movement, every time of the life, then we can feel it. The only way is to diminish the problem is our body, mind, spirit, and breathe. All four are in one coordination line. Prasannatmendriya manaha. Your mind, your atma, that is soul, that is spirit, has to be present, has to be happy. Otherwise, it is not become happy. We cannot do the more thing. We have to do more. We want to do more. But the problems came in the form of different kinds of lethargy, different kinds of problem, diseases. What happened? Why? This is the base. This is the base on which we have to focus. The Agni Tattva. Agni Tattva means that we are just putting some food in our table. We can easily fed up. If it is uncooked, that is the absence of Agni. It will create the physical problem, mental problem, and then we can it continuously correlate with our awareness. Freedom from the mental bondage is attained through the practice of psychic sound. That is the Nad Yatra, the journey of the inner sound. It is the journey we can continue with the meditation from the long time ago. Our ancestors continuously focusing on it. Even on the environment, they can focus on business, they can focus on ecology, architecture, medical science, technology, science. All have rishi, all have sages. They are focusing on their uh, qualities. Even on the Maharshi Chanakya, Acharya Chanakya is a good administrator, but he's also a yogi. Maharshi Vishwamitra. And you know about the Maharshi Vishwakarma, Maharshi Charak, Maharshi Shushru, Maharshi Kanal, nuclear scientists. They all have practiced the Nad Yoga. They have already practiced the meditation. We have the cultural and social base of introspecting our own energy. This becomes the ahar and vihar, your diet and your regimen, not only the daily regimen, not only the seasonal regimen, but also the dietary regimen, the controls and regulations, because our mind needs some regulations. If the program is on the time, all will become happy. Why? Because our mind needs some kinds of lethargy, but we are going to beyond the mind. We are going to beyond the mind. This is the focus. This is the basis of the society needs today. That was the Indian knowledge system. This is still needed today. That's why we all are saying today this is the era of IKS revival. The revival of Indian knowledge system. The Agni, we all know that in the Ramcharitamanas, what is Hiti Jalapavaka Gagana Samira. All five elements, the Pancha Mahabhuta, fire, the ether, the air, the akash, all five are the base of our life. Without having the emptiness in the stomach, without having the emptiness in our room, we cannot survive. The emptiness is akasa tattva. Without having the water element, that's a jala tattva. We cannot blink our eyes. Our water, our blood will soak. All these have the base is Agni, the fire, the heat element. Without having heat, our body temperature is 36.9. If it comes down, we feel cold. If it goes up, we feel hotness in the body. But we need to make it balanced. That's equilibrium. Sham dosha samagnesha samadhatu malakriya. We all need to be in balance. When we make our roof, when we make the floor of the room, it is the balance. If it is a tilted or slanted, we cannot survive there. This is the base that Agni Tattva can help in the form of healing, inner healing, not only the physical body, but also the mental body, also the emotional body. We can do it through practicing the meditation on Nad. Nad means a sound, the inner sound, a combination of Prana and Agni. And with this discussion, I would like to thank you to the organization. Have a good day to all. If anyone has question to regarding to this topic, so then we can easily can discuss with it, or so that we can practice the of meditation is very important. The theory is also important, but we need to focus on the practical part also. We are breathing. We are thoughts, where our thoughts are continuously coming in or going out, but we need to manage it. This is the practice that our yogis, our ancestors, our Indian sages, even in, I said in all the fields, science, technology, business, all are practicing that. This is the way that we can do it. We need to do it. We are continuously doing it. This is the base of saving the environment to the Agni Tattva. We can contribute our life to this special movement. We are continuously doing this with this divine aura of yoga, Ayurveda, and music. This is Sangeeta. All three are the given by the different Rishi, Maharshi, and different aspects of our life. We are easily fitting up with our ancestors, with our guru, with our family, with our parents. This is the base. We can easily do it in our daily life. And if anyone has question, we can continue with this. And thank you again for the organizers for inviting me as a speaker in this prestigious international conference focusing on environment. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. In fact, it was very enlightening session and an apt session considering the time of the early morning and the start of the day. So it's been a really good session. So thank you for highlighting the importance of Agni, right from citing the rishis to the present world in terms of you cited Nakara and Dakara as Prana and Agni, and then coming to the Kaya Chikitsa, stressing that Agni as the base for all the element or the tattva that what we call. Anyways, the inner fire and the purity of the body, the power of sound vibrations that you mentioned to balance the emotions. I know it's all to awaken the one's consciousness, I think, and a path for self healing and the transformation. So thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful session. So if any questions are there, then we can discuss or we can move to the next panelist session. Yes, thank you, sir. Again, now I invite